What is up, team? Welcome back to another video, another good time on the fake FIVO budget Evo thing. Today we're having a pretty relaxed day. Sometimes there's a lot of stuff to do, sometimes you're waiting on parts and stuff like that. So today we're in the engine bay and we're just tidying things up a bit. So I've got my extremely messy workbench over here. But today we're going to be installing a catch can. Super important. So once you've turboed your engine, put boost through it. Usually there's a PVC valve here that goes to the intake. You need to remove that. We need to start venting the crankcase pressure that we're going to build up in our engine now that it's got boost in it. So I've got a 90 fitting here from an AN fitting, and I'm also using the stock port here on the valve cover that I've just drilled out so it'll allow more airflow. And we're going to use those lines that are going to run to this vented oil catch can. It's a pretty chill one. I had to get a fully hectic custom one made for the E36 because that motor breathed a lot. The new motor doesn't so much, but because we push way more power, you need kind of more room for the catch can to breathe, whereas this one, because it's a little motor, this one should do us okay. It's got a little drain bung on the bottom of it as well, super handy. You can grab these on twostepgarage.com if you really feel like it. Vented baffled catch can, but I think we're going to mount that somewhere around like here, which would be sweet. Keep it super tidy, and then we've got some rubber hose here that we're going to run. Boom! Just like that. We're also going to install a thermo fan because a couple of you guys have commented we don't have one on our radiator at the moment. Not a huge amount of room, but just enough room for one of these bad boys to go on, which will be sweet. And then we're just going to kick on and continue tidying things up in the engine bay. Also, Marcus is here because we have nothing better to do in our lives than hang out and work on budget Evos.
That's right.
Fantastic, let's get it done. Alright, look at that, super tidy, just how we like it. Running down through here to our nice little catch can. Perfect. Marcus has been inspecting as I go. What do you think?
Pretty damn wicked, mate.
Yeah, tidy enough, right? I'll replace this fitting with a press fitting and I think I'll end up doing braided hose. But let's be real, like this is not a ridiculously high performance engine, so.
That's it, I just can't wait to see it tuned and actually hit some boost.
Oh, don't even talk to me about that. Look at this engine bay, it's looking good, guys. I also actually removed the bracket down here that had the solenoid from the charcoal canister as well, so that tidied up that area. So we're really starting to look tidy. Need to get rid of all these sub wires, so we'll pull those through. Pod filter goes here. We're really going to start to tidy things up. We've got to chuck the thermo fan on now, but we'll show you guys. It fits like ridiculously well with my handy assistant Marcus here. Boom! Look at that. Perfectly in there. Like Marcus said, you couldn't fit a bigger fan if you wanted to. Is it going to do the job?
It's going to do the job.
I reckon it's going to do the job, eh? In fact, I've taken it for drives already and it doesn't even heat up as it is, so that's pretty good. But we're going to whack that in now. Just keep going with the list of mods for this thing, man.
More and more Evo every day.
Yes. I can't wait for the cable to turn up. Can tune it. I'll probably do a wee street tuning like session just for fun to start off with. And then of course we'll take it to the dyno. We really need to know those numbers. Remember, it made 64 kilowatts to start off with, so anything is better than 64 kilowatts.
164, mate.
I reckon it's gone. I'm calling 160 as well. This engine bay looks wicked. What's going on here? We don't do professional things here. This is weird. Alright guys, thermo fan's in, so you can't yell at me now in the comments for saying that I don't have any type of cooling. I know it's only covering half the radiator, but it should do its job pretty well. Yeah, engine bay's looking fantastic. That's pretty much where we're at the moment today with the fake Evo in terms of stuff that we have to do because we're waiting on parts. Got a nice little battery clamp here as well, available on two-step garage as well. Just throwing a little plug in there. So we're going to keep the battery where it is. Waiting on a pod filter adapter so we can throw a pod filter in. And then essentially I think that's pretty much the engine bay done. I can't really think of anything else. It's awesome we've retained AC. Really happy about that because the AC in this car blows ice cold for them summer days. Hell yeah. Heaps of stuff I need to fix on this car though. Like a lot of the windows and stuff don't work, but I assume maybe it's a regulator or some of the switches and stuff like that. Like I said last video, we need to start doing the body work on this thing. So I need to do a little bit more garb work. Need to paint it, so I'm going to order the paint tomorrow, because it's already past the time today. And we're going to get onto that, which is sweet. Looking for a kinked boot as well, like the Evo style boot, because at the moment we're just running the Lancer one. And it's just, I don't know, I want Evo style. I like the Evo style.
Evo style's where it's at.
Yeah, I think it's better.
Especially on these older ones.
It is, yeah. So to finish off the video today, we're actually going to come back to the 280. And I'm going to vacuum out all this and kind of see where we're at with any rust and stuff that we need to do, because I'm going to get pretty solidly into this project over the coming weeks as well, because the Evo project is not far from being complete. Got a lot of little things to do, clutch and gearbox and everything, heavy duty clutch and all that, but tuning. But we need to move on to this bad boy as well. So right now, quickly, we're just going to vacuum out this bit and kind of see where we're at. Okay, well that was super satisfying, but really under here I'm very, very happy because it's basically best case scenario. This like random piece of surrounding metal here, obviously you can see it's been eaten away by rust, but everything else, there's no holes. This is all metal, which is super nice, just some surface rust, which I've already taken to with a wire wheel just to double check, but everything's going to clean up super well, which I'm just so happy about, because I honestly was expecting holes under there, and big ones, just from the state of the previous cowling. So we got really lucky. So when we get to it properly, we're going to rip all of that out and basically make it all brand new again, seal it off, put our new cowling on, and it's just going to be good to go. Because we're waiting on some stuff for the fake Evo, we're actually going to get to work on the Datsun engine bay tomorrow. So basically what we're going to do is start tearing everything down, pulling everything off, cutting off some brackets and stuff like that. We're going to pull everything off the intake manifold and pull the intake manifold off the car. I'm going to suss it out. There's some things that is going to TIG weld closed on the manifold. We're going to remove the EGR, which is this thing over here that's no longer needed, and just a bunch of other stuff, and start making it look really tidy. I'm actually super excited for that because this is going to be a crazy transformation. And I'm just excited to get to work on the Datsun again. I'm waiting on a cable to turn up for the fake Evo so that we can start our tuning process. That should rock up in the next couple of days. There's a lot of other stuff that we can do to the fake Evo as well. So really happy with how this is coming along though. Super tidy. It just looks really clean and just a world of difference. Here's a quick shot of the engine bay when we first started to give you a little bit of a reminder. So it really has come a long way. By the way, if anyone knows anything about tuning these cars with the stock ECUs, please reach out to me via Instagram on DM. I'd love to chat to you. If anyone has a turbo one of these that they want to share their ROM with me, the ROM is what you flash onto the ECU and then you can tune and stuff like that. Please reach out also because I'm really keen to get my hands dirty tuning this thing. That's the end of this video, guys. No, it's a pretty chill one. Always fun nonetheless. Thanks to Marcus for coming and hanging out and helping me work on the car. Thank you to you guys for watching the video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.